People will try to define you into the version of how they see you. The problem is, they can't see the greatness God put in you.
Excited.
Civilization is collapsing, and billions are in peril, thanks to a catastrophe that has wiped out electrical power everywhere with a deadly strike from space. Every corner of the planet has been struck by disaster.
It's a dangerous universe. There's a lot of ways the human race today. You're talking about the near complete destruction.
Everybody, Mr.Remix, everything in the house. Happy Tuesday. Hope all is well. So, I'm having a special guest reviewer jumping on board this review, Doomsday Destruction by Koka Labz. There's two versions, and he's gonna give us his take on the two and compare the difference. And so we're gonna hear his thoughts. So, GymDadFitness,
Take it away.
GymDadFitness, thanks Mr.Remix for letting me come on your channel here and giving me the honor of breaking down the difference between, we got the Doomsday versus Doomsday, both Koka Labz products, both exact same labels, minus I don't know why they changed it, but the USA version has 1 gram less citrulline, but besides that, stim package still the same on label. And Mr.Remix reached out to me when he acquired the NutriCartel version that's manufactured in the US, asked if I wanted to do a breakdown on it. I ran the old one 2 more times. Not old one, but the one from the UK that I purchased a couple months ago from Across the Limits. And we were gonna film and record, and I sent him over my recording. And then Mr. Remix gave me a phone call, and we discussed, and he wanted to go ahead and have me run this one. He felt like to give a full quality review, it would be nice to actually run this one. In that one, I was just kind of talking about the original experience and just stressing that it wasn't the same product as the one from the US, but I didn't really have anything to back it up. And he was going to go on that part, but he thought it would add more quality to the review if we could both kind of talk about each one. So it pushed the review back a bit, and it cost him some money to send this my way, so I appreciate it, man. But now I feel like I'm a little more informed on my opinion on each of them. And I'm not really going to delve into the label too deep. You guys can look those ones up, especially since I've already done the Doomsday review. If you go check that one out, I'll give you the label breakdown, and it's the same thing as this. I'm going to focus on what everyone wants to hear, the experience, and does it have the Koka Labz magic, that happy, bubbly 2 amino, and does it slap like the one that we all seen reviews on for the UK one? And overall, I would say my overall opinion for this one is, yes, it does have the goods, but it doesn't quite have the illicit vibe that the UK one has. And that may be a good thing for a lot of people. Not saying that there's not 2 amino in this one, but I'm saying that for some reason, this one at a level scoop, the UK one just freaking slaps the hell out of you. It is for the top, the upper end of Stim Junkie users. For me, I can't go over a heap. I can't round this scoop. This thing's got to be a flat level, and I got to weigh that thing out to exactly 17.91, and even then, it's right on the brink of the most I would possibly want in a pre-workout slap-wise. And I mentioned in my review, it's kind of like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type vibe. You kind of get you come in with a lot of euphoria, a lot of happiness, that Koka Labz 2 amino magic, where you got the dancing vibes, and then this aggression takes over, and then partially through that aggression taking over, I would get swings of the happiness, the good vibes again. And it was like they kept interchanging, and it was really tough to put a finger on this one. To me, I kind of came out with the idea that it's the perfect balance of happiness and slap, and I compared it to the US brother of this one right here, the Kratos supplements. This is the closest one I can compare it to for ones that people might be familiar with the Cerberus. And now time to kind of get onto the US one. So the US one, if you were to buy samples of each, I think you'd be very disappointed in the US. Not like angry, but like it doesn't have that same slap, the same illicit vibe. But like there's still some good shit in this one, and I'll tell you how I used it. So this one you can go ahead and you can push the pedal to the metal a little bit. It's best I'll explain this one. The US version, it feels like they almost produced it more for like the mass general public. And then if you're a stim junkie, you can play with the dosages. And it's tough to say and give something a top shelf pre-workout approval when you got to take multiple grams over the serving size to get it to really hit like you want it to. But I'll just, like, for instance, just hear me out. So you take a massive heaping scoop and it puts just 25 servings in this one, and 17.9 is what it comes in at. And with a heaping scoop, I didn't weigh it out, but I weighed it later, and the biggest heaping scoop I could get was like 23. So I'm guessing I ran somewhere between 20 and 23, which is this 17.9. So we're looking at 5 to 6 grams over the 4 to 6 grams over the serving amount. So you can't really say it's an awesome pre when you have to take 1/4 over. But like if you add in the shipping and like transact, you gotta go through the risk of buying something overseas, could get seized by customs, shit like that. And it's like, could you just get the one from US and just take a little bit more? It's like, honestly, if I had to do it all again and had to choose, I'd probably go and do that. Because I ran this thing, sorry if the camera's shaking, my dog's laying on it, but I ran this thing at that like 20 to 23 kind of range, and oh fuck, this thing smacked. It was good. It was nice. It had me feeling it vibing. It was a good mix of euphoria and smack. And I would say it didn't have that like 2-amino, like Koka Labz and Magic happiness. It was kind of like the 2-amino that we see in a lot of our favorite US products. Reminded me a little bit like, not saying it was as good as Cerberus at a mass heaping scoop. I was getting more of like legit V2 vibes when I took this thing at the extra grammage. So is this one absolutely mind-blowing? I think that if you took more, like if you go ahead and get yourself a good juicy scoop, push the pedal to the metal a little bit, this thing's a top shelf pre-workout for you. Now, if someone goes and buys samples, I could see them being a bit disappointed. So just warning, if you're a beginner stim junkie, I think you'll be just fine on a level scoop of this one. But if you are an advanced user and you want to run this thing, I would suggest going over. Don't just run it or buy a sample and then write it off, because I think there is the goods. It's kind of a situation like, I don't have the product, but Devastate, where it's like at a level scoop, it was a decent pre-workout, and you kind of like turn the page and move on. And that's what I was getting ready to do with this one after seeing other reviews. But then giving this thing a try for myself, talking to Luis, I went ahead and did my runs at a rounded scoop, and that was the sweet spot. And I mean, like I said, once you take out the transaction costs, things like that, I think it's the right move. If you're trying to decide if it's worth it to go overseas, I think you might as well just go with the US one and just get a little more aggressive with the scooper if you're an advanced user. But all in all, get this one at NutriCartel, code GymDad. I'll kick it back to Mr.Remix, everything, to go ahead and take this one on home.
Yeah, so that was GymDad's review. Broke it down nicely. I think we share kind of similar experiences. Yeah, I think you won't be disappointed. Either way, you can't go wrong. GymDad, thanks for swinging by and sharing your thoughts and experience. Appreciate it. Give him a follow. GymDadFitness, Instagram, YouTube, and stay tuned. Boom, bada bang. Alright, so what's cracking like, everybody? Mr.Remix, everything in the house. Gonna do another run before I review this Doomsday Destruction by Koka Labz. Over here, this is Fruit Punch. Boom.
It works.
If you get a comment, I really appreciate it. I gotta get going. Today we're gonna talk about Koka Labz Doomsday Destruction. I ran this a few times. This thing is a beast. 5 minutes, you're feeling it. You feel something brewing, you're waking up. 45 minutes, you're peaking. You start getting the goosebumps, the tingles. You feel energized, you feel awake, you feel 100%. Like I said, Explosion was a 2-door Rolls Royce. This is the 4-door Phantom. This shit is fucking super aggressive, tough, smooth. It checks all the boxes as well. This thing is heavy duty. You just want to train, you want to remix your workout, you're locked in, super focused. It's a fucking really good, fun, strong pre-workout. Definitely probably even take a half a scoop and the shit will last you a while.
What's crackalacking, everybody? Mr.Remix, everything in the house. Happy Wednesday. Hope all is well. Hope you're having a great week and making shit happen so far. So today we have Doomsday Destruction and another one. So the difference between these is this one is fruit punch and this is from the UK. This is blueberry lemonade, I believe. And this one is made in the US of A. So yeah, this one is a little bit taller, just a little bit. I ran this one numerous times. I'll be reviewing both of these shortly. This one I haven't reviewed yet, but I've seen and heard reviews on this one, and it's supposedly different. So we are going to take this out for a spin today, and I'm gonna let you know what I think. So I'll be right back. I know with the other one, 19 is my sweet spot. I believe the scooper is like 17.9, something like that. It's almost 18, 20. Sometimes it's good. I tried it twice on 20. Second time, like I said, the second time I tried it at 20. At the end, it was just a little bit much for me. Kind of lasted all day. The Alpha Yo kind of stuck around, and too long. And 18, 19, it's good. Make sure you work it. You gotta definitely work out hard and burn it. Flask 18. I'm gonna go with 18 today. Make sure you close your pre's. You don't want to get water in it, splash into your pre's, and then it's not good. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna put this away. So here we go. Doomsday Destruction USA version. Got it here. It's not bad. Light. Flavor's not bad. It's actually good. Blueberry, light. Doesn't have that little bite. Maybe a little bit, a little sour, a little chemically, but not too crazy. But yeah, it's not bad tasting. Not bad. Finish this up, do a little something, clean up the kitchen a little bit, and then I'm gonna go take this for a spin. I'm gonna let you know what I think. So if you hit that like button, subscribe, comment, I would really appreciate it. I'll let you know what I think, please.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say with the Doomsday Destruction, the UK version, it's a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more Alpha Yo-y, a little bit more illicit, definitely a little bit stronger, but the other one is not far behind. It definitely has kick, it has euphoria, it has power, energy, mood elevation. It's just like a notch down from the UK version. The USA is great. At the Alpha Yo, it kicks in, but it kicks out, kicks off pretty quick too. Doesn't last all long. That doesn't last all day long, which I like. The UK one lasts all day. If you take it more than 19, 20 grams. At 18, you'll be all right. It kind of fizzles down pretty quick. But if you heat it, which is great energy, mood elevation, just definitely puts you into like Super Saiyan mode. But then the Alpha Yo sticks around all day long, like hours in, like till the evening, if you take it in the morning. So if you take it at night, you probably can feel Alpha Yo in your sleep. That'd be some crazy shit. But anyways, yeah, so the USA is smooth, nice energy, definitely strong, great mood elevation, sense of well-being, power, endurance. It has everything that the UK one has, but like I said, just like a notch lower, which is not a bad thing. I think a lot of people will like it or will love it. Just the one from the UK, just a different source of ingredients, has just a little bit more illicitness to it. You know, just like I said, a little bit more energy, a little bit more oomph to it. Two different beasts, two different animals, which is fine, which I like that, because the destruction, you're there to just tear shit up and just, you know, it's a whole different vibe with that one. And the US one as well, you're in there to destroy and execute your workout and fucking go ham. But they're both great. I enjoy them both. And yeah, I believe the UK also has a gram more of citrulline, which is, you know, so I think it gives you a little bit more power with that. Obviously a little bit more pump, but it's not that big of a difference. You know, I'm not really looking for pumps. I just want to train and, you know, get some blood moving and feel good. Like I said, they're both fantastic. They're both great pre's. You can't go wrong with both, but the one from the UK is just a little bit more powerful, euphoric, illicit, and alpha yoey. They're both alpha yoey, but the one UK is a little bit more, yeah, they're both great. You can't go wrong with either one. So yeah, hit that like button, subscribe, comment. I really appreciate it. And thanks for joining the review. Yeah, enjoy your day, make it count.
Thank you.